Hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another little short video. Hopefully, might end up being 20 minutes long, but who knows? Probably 5 minutes. But just wanted to talk about a certain unintentional principle of life that has helped me in a lot of ways, and it's kind of unorthodox, and you wouldn't really think that it would work. And maybe it's not the best way to go about living. It's definitely about finding a healthy middle ground between what I'll be talking about and other ways of living. Um, but basically, what I wanted to talk about is how things can just kind of work out sometimes without you trying. Um, and this is a mentality, not a mentality, an unintentional mentality that I've had for a long time. But it's important to not try at things, to not try to manifest things and control things in your life, and things like that. But it's important to just realize that you can't control everything, and sometimes it's better to just kind of sit back, take a deep breath, analyze what you can and can't control, and sometimes just kind of coast. An analogy that Alan Watts put out there, philosopher that I like listening to sometimes, is sometimes it's good to see yourself as a sailboat instead of a rowboat. Just put up the sails, let the wind carry you, let it see where it takes you. And the wind is controlled by the universe, and we are part of the universe. And so many times people think that they're separate from the universe and that they have to, force themselves to navigate through this crazy course, this crazy obstacle course that we call life. And in the sailboat analogy, you just kind of let the wind take you, let the universe control how it wants to control you. And instead of trying to be a rowboat, trying to row and force and row and row and row, going against the stream, just let it take you where it needs to take you. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to guide the sailboat in a certain way, but when you try to control every single thing in your life, it's just going to drive you crazy, because inevitably you're going to lose control. You're going to have things that happen to you that seem like they shouldn't happen to you. And it's important to maintain a certain level of collectedness and calmness and faith that things will work out. And when things don't work out, don't see it as a bad situation. Don't see it as something that happened to you and there's only a bad thing that can come from it, because usually there's no bad situations. There are just situations that happen relative to each other, and one bad thing can lead to a way better thing that you could have never even imagined. It's all about the domino effect, the butterfly effect, and how things kind of work out. I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but I just want to bring it back to setting yourself up and maintaining a level of control in yourself, but not trying to control everything. So the main example that I want to talk about is how a situation that got me to the point in my life where I'm at right now, living out in Pittsburgh, living by myself, being an independent contractor, working for myself basically. And how I got the job was my mom's boyfriend's brother is the CEO of the company that I work for. And at the time when I first got the job, I had just gotten let go from my previous job at Blair's Hardware. And I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just working. I didn't know if I should go to college. Didn't really want to go to college, but there was this kind of innate pressure to go to college because that's what you're supposed to do. But this job just kind of fell in my lap. Obviously my mom brought it to me, and I guess I have to credit her for it. But what a lot of people try to do is when they graduate from high school, they try to think that their life starts now and they have to go out and pursue something immediately and find a path. And a lot of times they just jump the gun and choose a path that they're not really passionate about. They just choose a path that they think they should choose because there's societal pressure. But I just kind of laid back, relaxed, and this job fell into my lap. So yeah, this has been the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I would have never even imagined that I could have gotten it. And I just kind of had an open mind about it, and here I am now. And there's so many other situations that have happened to me where through actions that I create, but unintentionally, I create things that are great for me. So going back to not trying to control everything, but having a certain level of control. So if I would have not controlled anything, I wouldn't have even, had a job in the first place at Blair's Hardware, and then I wouldn't have had any experience to get this job. So I did what I could, but I didn't try to do too much. And then the universe kind of threw this job into my lap. And that happened with my last girlfriend too. It happened through my roommate. Let me just start at the beginning. My roommate didn't have a place to stay before he stayed with me. He said, "Hey, Spencer, can I stay with you?" I said, "Hey, fuck it. This is an opportunity that's been dropped into my lap once again." And it's really important to maintain a mindset where you can understand opportunities and opportunities, that's the only word I can think of. Recognize how they can help you and separate the good ones from the bad ones. And so I recognized that him coming to live with me was a good opportunity. Just because, well, the main reason I did it is just because I try to be a good person. I try to be charitable. He needed a place to stay, so I thought I could help him out. But anyways, he ends up staying with me. We built a pretty good connection. Became one of my best friends. And through no habit of my own, through no action of my own, he was dropped into my lap. And so he's staying with me, and he has this True Religion jacket that looks really good. And I'm like, "Hey, this shit is nice. Like, let me put it on. Look at myself in the mirror. I say, I look pretty good in this. Like, the True Religion, this shit is sexy. I might as well take some pictures." And I think I made a joke before I took pictures, like, "Hey, the True Religion, like, gets hoes, dude. I'm gonna get some hoes." It's kind of like randomly saying that. Didn't actually think that anything would happen, but took some pictures, posted them on Instagram. And this girl that I had my eye on for a little bit, but not actively pursued, I had just swiped up on her story and said, "You look cute." She commented on my picture that, like, "Hey, you look pretty good." Boom, boom, boom. So one thing leads to another, and we ended up getting together and having a fucking great relationship while it lasted. It didn't last too long, but instead of me trying to go out and find a girlfriend, go on Tinder, try to prop myself up to be this certain type of dude, which I had tried in the past. I've tried Tinder, I've tried all those dating sites. I've tried to manifest forcefully to get a girl, and that just hasn't worked out every time. Every big opportunity and every big success in my life has been through it just kind of being dropped on me, and me having the right mentality to know that it's a good opportunity. And that's a really helpful thing to have. Another analogy that I thought of is, if you're playing basketball, a lot of people try to play a way where, obviously, if you have the talent, see, this doesn't work for everybody. This is just my philosophy. I'm a decent basketball player, but if I try to dominate the ball, if I try to drive every time, if I don't pass or anything like that, I'm not going to be that good because I'm not that good on the ball. So what I do is I take opportunities when I see them. I have the ball. If I have the ball and I see a wide open lane, I'm going to take it. If I have a jumper, I'm going to take it. Sometimes I'll force jumpers, and sometimes they work. But if I try to do that every time, I'm going to end up missing and feeling bad about myself, thinking that I'm a bad basketball player. But what I do is I let my teammates pass me the ball. I try to see openings where I can find them. I see a cutting lane, and hope my teammate passes it to me, and that's how it works out for the most part. The San Antonio Spurs, they don't have any person who dominates the ball. They don't have any main star. They have stars, obviously, but it's all about teamwork and chemistry. And I try to maintain that chemistry with the universe, kind of. I let it pass me the ball, and I shoot the ball when I should, but I don't force too many shots. And, some people, that doesn't work for them. Some people need to force things, and that works out for a lot of people. But yeah, it's all about finding that balance between letting opportunities come to you, i.e. the ball being passed to you, and shooting the ball, knowing when to shoot it, knowing when to not to shoot it, knowing when to pass it, and knowing just when to kind of sit back and play defense, you know, set picks, and just always having that faith that things will work out. And yeah, there's always so many different factors at play. One small thing can lead to the most amazing life-changing experience. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Don't lose faith when you lose control, and kind of let shit happen to you, I guess. But like I said, it's all about finding that balance. I hope this video made some sense in any type of way. I feel like I'm like really smart, but I'm really bad at harnessing my full potential and laying out my thoughts in the most concise, cohesive, comprehensive way. And I've been trying to work on that with getting off social media, not vaping as much, because those two things I feel like mainly fuck with my attention span, my ability to focus and hold a thought. So if this video made any sense to you guys, please just leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, anything. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.